it was sickening and infuriating that in the year 2017 that we would witness in this country members of the KKK, neo-Nazis, and white supremacists marching on the streets of an American city. That was a moment where the President of the United States should have had the ability and the willingness to look into a camera and say, this is disgraceful. The KKK and neo-Nazis and white supremacists do not belong on the streets of this city. They're undermining core American values. And he should have, been very willing to call out this act where a woman was murdered and 2 police officers lost their lives as an act of domestic terrorism. It is fair to evaluate the President's response in the context of some other facts we know. This is a man who led the effort to delegitimize the presidency of Barack Obama by leading the birther movement. This is a man who has a documented history of not renting properties to African Americans. This is a man who said a judge was disqualified from hearing a case because he was of Mexican descent. This is a man who proposed a Muslim ban. This is a man who has in the White House Sebastian Gorka, Steve Bannon, and Stephen Miller with documented, long-standing relationships with parts of this movement. So it's in that context that I think, of course, it was especially important for the President to make it clear, unequivocally, that kind of violence and those kinds of hate groups do not belong in this country. And he missed that opportunity.